Years by Steely Dan. I would say it's one of their easier songs to play. It's really only got about 2 or 3 chords in it, but it's fun to improvise over it, and that's basically what I was doing for the demo here. And let me just give you the chords first. It's a G major 7, that's G octaves in the bass, B, D, F sharp, A, which is going to look like a B minor chord, right? Or B minor 7. Here's your B minor. You can add, you have options here, and that's kind of the fun of it. To a standard A chord or A2, we've got A octaves, B, C sharp, E, A. You can kind of mess around with that, and what I like to do is play the chords of the scale and break them up and just kind of riff around on it. And so that's just A, your standard A chord, to a B minor, A7, D, standard D chord, E minor, F sharp minor, G, back up to that A. You can kind of mix notes on those. You know, if you're on the A. But if you're playing with a band, you want to make it a point to land on the chord that they are. So on the over the G, you want to at least start with that chord. Now you can do the riffs we're using the A Mixolydian scale and the A major pentatonic. Now the basic idea for the bass line is just bouncing the octave. So that's that intro part, and they've of course got the guitar. If you want to learn that, that's just right. You're just sliding up to that E note from the D, E flat, E, F sharp, A, back to the F sharp, then chord, and I play D, F sharp, B. Take that B and move it to an A. That first little pickup line. Just kind of mess around with the chords at that point until you get the feel for it. You can kind of be a little bit jazzier with it if you want. So those are some ideas you can do on your own. Now what happens is you kind of stop short. It's a weird we go into that. So stop short on the A, that's oops, A chord. Now it goes into this little harmony part with a pattern in there. So let's start with the bass line. We've got from our pinky the A, B, C sharp up to D. Now here's where we start this little pattern. It goes so from that D, we're going back and forth from A to D, like that. Then down to C sharp, same thing, the A, then to B, C sharp, B, A. Then back up, starting with our B note, and just do the same thing. All right. Then at that point, it does something a little bit different. It starts off of the third, which is C sharp, so C sharp, D, E, and then we're going to do the same thing with the A. E, A, E, down to the E flat, A, back to E flat, then to D, E, D, C sharp. Alright, and then from there we're going to start on our D note again. So it's D, C sharp, E, then the same idea here. To end it. And that's the whole phrase for the bass line. For here, for our right hand, it's A octaves on the outside, constant A's. And we start off of the third, so we're doing a harmony, remember, so here's the root in our bass. Our third is the C sharp, so we've got C sharp with our pointer. Then D, also played with our pointer. Up to E, now we're going to switch and use our middle finger. Up to the F sharp with our middle as well. So now here we're going to go back and forth from the D and F sharp, right, and then down to E, and it's E, C sharp, E, then D, E, D, C sharp. All right, so. And then again, except we're going to start on the D. Oops, sorry. Okay, now here comes the different part where we're going to start on the E. So it's going to go E, F sharp to the G now, and we're playing G and A together, like that. We're going to go G, E, G, back down to the F sharp. So this time we're going to play F sharp, E flat, back to the F sharp. And then it's going to go, let me just make sure of this. Yeah, okay, so from that F sharp, we're going to go down to the F, and then it's F, D, F, and then to the E. And then it's going to start on the D just like before, so D, E, F sharp, D, F sharp, E, C sharp, then D, E, D, C sharp to close it. Alright, now they're pretty easy on their own, but the tricky part is getting your fingers to feel comfortable doing it together. And that's just going to come with a, you know, playing it really, really slow and pronounced. You know, kind of making your fingers do it. Oops, I already messed up. You know, I'm already messing up because it's not in the right rhythm, right? But that's how you want to kind of get it down. And then you kind of put in the flavor with that swing. It's like a little bit of a swing to it. Part for me is this, doing that. My middle finger gets a little strange up there. So then it just kind of goes back to that first part that I showed you. And then you notice that there's like that little pause on that A that they do in the middle of the lines of the lyrics before they repeat it. Now the only change is off of that G major 7, they're going to go down to a F sharp minor. And same thing with the bouncy octaves. and I'm playing A, C sharp, F sharp, A, but you could also just play the E there too, play the F sharp minor. Right? Okay, and then it just goes back to the same chord progression, the G major 7 to the A, and adding all of our different colors in there using the scale. Right? And then they've got that whole jam section with the melody, what is it, like the riff. Something like that. I think I know it. So it starts off of the G. We've got G note. I think it's that. Again, I'm playing it by ear, so. Oh, I'm sorry. It starts with like a E, F sharp, G. Ba, 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 ba. And then we're gonna go. Like that, just kind of going through the scale. So from the E, F sharp, G, A to B, and then back down to the F sharp, like that. So it's going up and then back down again. The second time around it goes back up to the, and it stops on the A. And it comes back down from the A. And then it hits the A again. So see that? So I'm going, and then it's just A, F sharp, A, and then E, F sharp, and we're going to jump up here and go D, C sharp, A, and then just E, C sharp, A, which is the chord. And that just repeats. It's really weird though. So once we go, we're on the A. That whole first part is over the G. Right there. We come back to that A. And then they do that kind of classic. Alright, and then it just goes into the guitar solo, which you can do all the same ideas. Do your own little solo using those scales. Then it just goes through this again. You know, listen to the record for the form. You can play along with it. It's in the same key and everything, and it should match up. But yeah, listen for the arrangement. I know it just kind of goes through that pattern. And that's it. That's basically the song. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, I play everything by ear. I don't claim that it's the right way or exactly what you're hearing on the record, but it's kind of what sounds right and you know, works for me. So enjoy.